I am Chandrakant K. Bhange, Assistant Professor of ENTC Department in AISSMS IOIT. Today's my topic is switching. Switching is required for the mobile communication. Mobile communication required the different types of the switching. One of them are the circuit switching. So, switching networks are divided into the circuit switch network, packet switch network, message switch network. Packet switch network are again divided into the datagram network and virtual circuit networks. A network is a set of connected devices, whereas we have the multiple devices. We have the problem to how to connect them to make one-to-one communication possible. One solution is to make a point-to-point connection between each pair of the devices or between a central device and every other device. So this method, however, are impractical and wasteful when applied a very large network. The number of legal of the links required too much infrastructure to be cost efficient, and the majority of these links could be ideal most of the times. Other topologies employing the multiple connections such as a bus are the rule out because the distance between the devices and the total number of devices increased beyond the capacity of the media and equipment. A better solution is a switching. A switching network consists of series of interlinked nodes called the switches. Switches are the device capable of creating temporary connections between the two and more devices linked to the switch. In a switch network, some of these nodes are connected to the end devices, others are used only for the routing. So first we will see the circuit switch network. A circuit switch network consists of a set of switches connected by a physical link. A connection between two stations is a dedicated path made of one or more links. So each connection uses only one dedicated channel on each link. Each link is normally divided into n channel by using the FDM or TDM. See, this is the circuit diagram. So it shows the trival circuit switch network with the four switches and four links, each link divided into n channels by using FDM or TDM. We have explicitly shown the multiplexing symbols to emphasize the divisions of the links into channel, even though the multiplexing can be implicitly included in the switching fabrics. The end systems such as the computer or a telephone are directly connected to a switch. We have shown only two end systems for simplicity. When the end system A needs a communication with the system M, system A needs to request a connection to M that must be accepted by all switches as well as the M itself. This is called the setup phase. A circuit is reserved on each link, and the combination of circuits or channels defines the dedicated path. After the dedicated path made of connected circuits is established, the data transfer phase can take place. The second phase is the data transfer phase. After all data have been transferred, the circuits are torn down, means tear down steps. See, the diagram shows the three phases. First one is the setup phase, that is the connection, and last one is the tear down phase, that is called as the disconnection phase. These are the three phases of the circuit switch network. Setup phase means the connection setup before two parties can communicate. A dedicated circuit need to be established. The end systems are normally connected through the dedicated lines to the switch. So the connection setup means creating a dedicated channel between the switches. So as shown in the diagram. Then the data transfer phase. So after establishment of the dedicated circuit, the two parties can transfer data. Then last one, the disconnect phase, that is called as the tear down phase. When two parties need to disconnect, a signal is sent to each switch to release the resources. So switching at the physical layer in the traditional telephone network use the circuit switch approach. Means circuit switching take place at the physical layer. Next type of the switching system is the datagram network. In datagram network, each packet is treated independently of all others. Even if a packet is part of the multi-packet transmission, the network treats it as through a excited alone. So packet in this approach are referred to as a datagram. Datagram switches is normally done at the network layer. So datagram network here as the comparisons with the circuit switch and the virtual circuit networks. The size of the packets determined by the network and the governing protocol. In a packet switch network, there is a no resource reservations. Resources are allocated on the demands. So this is the diagram as shown in the diagram, shows how the datagram approach is used to deliver the 4 packets from a station A to the station X. The switches in the datagram network are traditionally referred to the routers, and this is why we use the different symbols for the switches in the figure. So in this example, all 4 packets belongs to the same messages but may travel different paths to reach the destination. This is so because the links may be involved in carrying the packets from other sources and do not have the necessary bandwidth available to carry all the packets from A to X. So this approach causes the datagram of transmission to arrive their destinations out of order with the different delays between the packets. The packet may also be lost or dropped because of the lack of resources. In most of the protocols, it is the responsibility of the upper layer protocol to reorder the datagram or ask the datagram before passing them on the application. This is the routing table. So if there are no setup or tear down phase, How are the packets routed to their destination in a datagram network? So in this type of the network, each switch has a routing table which is based on the destination address. The routing tables are dynamic and updated periodically. The destination address and the corresponding forwarding output ports are reordered in the tables. This is a different from the tables of the circuit switch network, in which each entry is created when a setup phase is completed and deleted when the tear down phase is over. A switch in a datagram network uses a routing table that is based on the destination address. The destination address in the headers of the packet in a datagram network remain the same during the entire journey of the packets. Diagram shows the delaying. So there may be a greater delay in the datagram network than a virtual circuit network. Although there is a no setup and tear down phase, each packet may experience a wait at a switch before a forward. In addition, since not all packets in a messages necessary to travel through the same switches, the delay is not uniform for the packets of a message. A packet travel through the two switches. There are the three transmission times, 3t, three propagations delays, slope 3 tau of the lines, and two waiting times w1 plus w2. We ignoring the processing time in each switch. The total delay is equal to 3t plus 3 tau plus w1 plus w2. Switching in the internet is done by using the datagram approach to packet switch at the network layer. This is a diagram of the virtual circuit network. Virtual circuit network is a cross between a circuit switch network and a datagram network. It has some characteristics of both. As a circuit switch network, there are setup and tear down phase. In addition to the datagram phase, resources can allocated during the setup phase in a circuit switch network or on a demand, as in the datagram network. As a datagram network, data are packetized and each packet carries an additions of the headers. However, the address in the headers has the local jurisdiction, not end-to-end jurisdiction. The reader may ask how the intermediate switches know when to send the packet. If there is a no final destination address carried by the packet, the answer will be clear when we discuss the virtual circuit identifier in the next in these sections. As a circuit switch network, all packets follow the same established during the connection in virtual circuit network. A virtual circuit network is normally implemented in the data link layer, while a circuit switch network is implemented in physical layer, and datagram network is network in the network layer. So this is the setup acknowledgement in a virtual circuit network. Setup phase. In the setup phase, the switch creates an entry for a virtual circuit. For example, suppose source A needs to create a virtual circuit to be two setups are required to set up request and the acknowledgement. Setup request frame is sent from the source to the destinations as shown in the diagram. Acknowledgement, a special frame called acknowledgement frame completes the entries in the switching table. A destination send the acknowledgement to switch 3. The acknowledgement carries the global source and destination address to the switch known which the entry in the table is to be completed. The frame also carries the VCI 77 chosen by the destination as the incoming VCI for the frames from A. Switch 3 uses this VCI to complete the outgoing VCI columns for this entry. The 77 is the incoming VCI for the destination B, but the outgoing VCI for the switch 3. Switch 3 send the acknowledgement to the switch 2 that consists of the incoming VCI in the table. Chosen the previous steps, the switch 2 uses the outgoing VCI in the table. The switch 2 send the acknowledgement to the switch 1 and contains the incoming VCI in the table chosen in the previous steps. Switch 1 uses this outgoing VCI in the table. Finally, switch 1 sends an acknowledgement to source A that contains the incoming VCI in the table chosen in the previous steps as shown in the diagram. Next one is the tear down phase. Source A, after sending all frames to B, send a special frame called as the tear down request. In a virtual circuit switch, all packets belonging to the same source and destination travel the same path, but the packets may arrive at the destination with the different delays if sources allocated is on a demand. Thank you.